Hello everyone. Today we are doing some of the last bits of the Brothers War. So after this, all we have left are a case of pre-release kits that I totally forgot I had. So I've got 8 of Urza's Iron Alliance and 8 of Mishra's whichever that's called. So it is a full case. So there are 16 in all. But today, what we have are the last 8 collector booster samples, or collector booster samplers, which is kind of a mouthful for the Brothers War. So without further ado, let's get cracking. This is pack number 1. Right. We have the Friday Night Magic card. We have a borderless Feldon Ronom Excavator, which I believe is our 6th Feldon. Let's see, Feldon. That is our 6th Feldon. And a foil schematic Soul Guide Lantern. That is gorgeous. So we're just gonna go ahead and sleeve that. Our Feldon. The rest of our sample boosters. Alright. So in sample booster, or sample collector sample. Why did they have to name it so complicated? In collector booster sampler number 2. So it seems like it always has this Friday Night Magic promo on the front. Get a borderless Hercule with Master Wizard, which we have gotten several of those. That is, in fact, number 8. And a foil Springleaf Drum. Then in sampler number 3. What do we get? So, if you watched the previous video, you'll know that our samplers were a lot better than most of our packs. We got double Phyrexian Flesh Gorger last time, which was pretty awesome. So, get a borderless Hercule's Meditation, or Hercule's Final Meditation, and that is our 7th Hercule's Final Meditation. A foil Ivory Tower. Okay. And the 4th one. You know, I'm not big on commander decks generally, although I do always buy at least 4 of each, because if I have this fear that if I don't, I'll miss something big for Legacy or Vintage, which, considering that those are 2 of my favorite formats, would be bad. Hey, foil borderless Mishra Tamer of Makfawa. So I know that completes a playset of borderless ones. That's also our 10th Mishra Tamer of Makfawa. And a foil Pristine Talisman. So, but yeah, so I don't really like the general Commander products because I feel like Wizards has overemphasized them over the last few years, um, at the expense of standard products. And set boosters are an extension of that in my mind, as it, as our collector boosters, which I always felt that draft boosters were fine, that they didn't really need to mess with it, and uh, being a total hypocrite that I am, apparently, I don't end up getting draft boosters very much anymore. Um, so we get a borderless Mishra's command, which we have gotten a bunch of Mishra's commands. That is in fact Mishra's command number 10, and a second foil Pristine Talisman. So I think we're getting close to a playset of those. We have half a playset here, so of course we'd be close to a playset. But I do like the collector booster sampler for a number of reasons. They're just kind of cool on one hand, but also it lets me feel like I'm Urza Prince of Krug borderless. It feels like I'm actually getting the value of opening packs with a completely predetermined product, which is nice. And a foil schematic Jalum Tome. That is a cool looking Urza. It's not the flip one, that's the other rare Urza. I don't know why I didn't think that existed. I should have probably realized, hey, you got Mishra, you probably have Urza too. That's pretty cool. That and these samplers just seem to be seeded with just some of the best stuff, which is really cool. Excuse me. Um, oh, so Urza, Prince of Krug. That was our 5th Urza, Prince of Krug. Harbin, we have pulled so many of. That is our 10th Harbin. Another foil Jalum Tome. I feel like with the overemphasis on Commander, they're really fragmenting their products, um, to the point that competitive players feel really left out. Um, that and what they did with the whole organized play stuff before, just before the pandemic, and moving a bunch of stuff to Arena, and just they have not been showing their competitive players much love. And I also feel that if they were showing their competitive players, just a reasonable amount of love or respect, hey, the Temporal Anchor, I think that's our 8th one, is our 9th one. They would actually attract more players overall. So like back in the 90s, you had the Pro Tour on ESPN and MTV, and in more recent years, when you still had the Pro Tour, which it's gone at this point, to my understanding, um, it was in some secluded kind of place. Yeah, you'd see it on Twitch, but it was kind of hard to to even find where to watch it. So if you're not already bought in, it's a whole thing. But we got some really cool retro things, or some really cool retro foils. I didn't even know Urza Prince of Krug had a borderless, so that was really cool to pull. But yeah, until next time, thanks for joining me on this adventure. The next thing we'll be opening is a set of pre-release kits. I think I'll probably do each one as a single video, just because it's individually they're just enough for a video, but altogether they're probably too much. So I don't know. Or I might split it up by Urza and Mishra. So, yeah, got some good pulls. Still haven't pulled a Titania, which is kind of disappointing, but yeah, can't win them all. Maybe we'll pull a Titania in the pre-release kits. I do know at the pre-release I was at, 3 different people pulled Titanias. So once again, thanks for joining me on this adventure, and until next time, we'll see ya. Bye.